Alam mo ba na Cartesian plane ang ibang tawag sa rectangular coordinate system? Para saan nga ba ito? Yan ang ating pag-uusapan sa ating matsayang talakayan. Kaya, manood at matuto! Hello, grade 8 learners! For today's lesson, we will talk about rectangular coordinate system. At the end of this video, you will learn how to illustrate rectangular coordinate system, define rectangular coordinate system, and other related terms. You can also learn how to plot the points on the Cartesian plane and give coordinates of a given point on a coordinate plane. In the history, the idea of describing a point on the Cartesian plane was systematized by René Descartes. He is a 17th century French mathematician and philosopher. When he invented a system that relates to the correspondence between the points on a plane to a pair of real numbers. In paying tribute to the greatness of René Descartes' invention, succeeding mathematicians and mathematics historians called the system Cartesian coordinate system. The word Cartesian is coming from Descartes. So what is rectangular coordinate system? It is known as the Cartesian plane. Rectangular coordinate system composed of two perpendicular number lines that meet at a point of origin and divide the plane into four regions called quadrants. The horizontal number line is called the x-axis, and the vertical number line is called the y-axis. The point at which the axes intersect is called the origin. The origin has the coordinates 0, 0. The two axes divide the plane into four quadrants. Quadrants are named using Roman numerals, beginning with the top right quadrant and moving counterclockwise. So, this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Each point in the plane can be located using an ordered pair of numbers, and it is represented by x, y. Ano nga ba ang x at y? So, x is the horizontal distance of the point from origin, and y is the vertical distance of the point from the origin. The numbers in the ordered pair are called coordinates, and it is represented by xy. So, ano nga ba ang x? X is the first number or the x value, and it is called as the x-coordinate or also known as the abscissa. The absolute value of this number tells us how many spaces to count horizontally. We count right if the x-coordinate is positive, and we count left if the x-coordinate is negative. Ano naman ngayon yung y? Y is the second number or the y value, and it is called as the y-coordinate or also known as the ordinate. The absolute value of this number tells how many spaces to count vertically, and we count up if the y-coordinate is positive. We count down if the y-coordinate is negative. The signs of the first and the second coordinates of a point may vary in the four quadrants. Halimbawa, kung ang point ay nasa quadrant 1, ang mga coordinates niya ay parehas na positive. Kapag ang point ay nasa quadrant 2, the signs are negative, positive. Sa quadrant 3, ang sign ng mga coordinates ay parehas na negative. At sa quadrant 4, ang sign ng coordinates niya ay positive at negative. There are also points which lie on x and y axis. The points lie on the x-axis have coordinates x, 0. So, kung ang point ay nasa x-axis, ang value ng y-coordinate niya ay 0. The points lie on the y-axis have coordinates 0y. Ang 0 naman ngayon ay yung x. Ibig sabihin, kung ang point ay nasa y-axis, ang value ng x ay 0. For better understanding, so let's have our example. Name the quadrant and the ordered pair o yung tinatawag nating coordinates for each point. Take note to determine the coordinates of a point, lagi nating unang titingnan kung saan nakatapat yung point horizontally or sa x-axis, then vertically or sa y-axis. Remember, hindi pwedeng magbaliktad yung mga coordinates natin. Lagi siyang nauuna sa x-axis or sa x-value bago doon sa y-value. Okay, so halimbawa sa point A, tingnan natin kung saan nakatapat horizontally. So nakatapat siya sa positive 4. And vertically, nakatapat sa positive 4. So the coordinates are 4, 4. And it is located on quadrant 1. Next point is point B. Horizontally, nakatapat sa positive 2 and vertically, nakatapat sa negative 3. So the coordinates of point B, we have 2, negative 3. And it is located on quadrant 4. Tingnan naman natin ngayon yung point C. As you can see, we have point C ay hindi man gumalaw sa horizontal movement or vertical. So, mapapansin natin that point C is located on the origin. And remember that origin has the coordinates 0, 0. So we can say now that point C, the coordinates are 0, 0. And it is located on the origin. Next point is point D. So horizontally, nakatapat sa negative 6 and vertically, nakatapat sa positive 6. So the coordinates are negative 6, positive 6. And it is located on quadrant 2. Next point is point E. Horizontally, nakatapat sa negative 2 and vertically, nakatapat sa negative 3. So the coordinates of point E, we have negative 2, negative 3. And it is located on quadrant 3. Next point, we have point F. Horizontally, nakatapat sa positive 5. But vertically, hindi na siya nag-move, so nakatapat sa 0. Therefore, the coordinates of point F, we have 5, 0. And hindi siya nakalocate in any of the quadrant from 1, 2, 3, and 4 dahil siya ay nandoon mismo sa x-axis. Then, we have point G. Horizontally, hindi nag-move yung ating point. Okay, so, sa x value, it is 0. And vertically, nag-move siya at nakatapat sa positive 3. So the coordinates of point G, we have 0, 3. And it is located on the y-axis. Ngayon naman, ay ang gagawin natin is plotting of points. When we say plotting of points, this is locating point on the Cartesian plane. So maglalagay tayo ngayon ng point using the coordinates. So let's have first the steps. Step 1, we have start at the origin. So when we place a point on the Cartesian plane, lagi tayong mag-umpisa sa origin o doon sa gitna. Then, step 2, the first number tells you how much to move left or right on the horizontal number line. So, ibig sabihin, yung first value natin, yung x value natin, mag-move tayo horizontally on number line. Ang movement is right if it is positive at ang movement is left kung yun ay negative. For step 3, from there, kung saan huminto yung movement natin from step number 2, the second number tells you how much to move up or down. So, doon sa second number o yung tinatawag nating y value, yun ang magsasabi kung ilan ang movement natin up or down. The movement is up or upward when it is positive, and the movement is downward kung yun ay negative. Then, for the last step, we have to draw a dot and label it. So, lalagyan natin o papangalanan natin yung ating point. Example, plot each point on the Cartesian plane. Sa pagpa-plot ng point, of course, kailangan natin ng Cartesian plane. So, let's start now with point B with coordinates 4, negative 2. Starting from the origin, then moving to the right 4 units since the x value is 4 or positive 4. Then, from there, moving 2 units downward since the y value is negative. And there you have it, point D with the coordinates 4, negative 2. Next point is point O. Again, starting from the origin, then the x value is positive 7, so 7 units to the right, and the y value is positive 5, so 5 units upward. Then, label the point with point O with the coordinates 7, 5. Next point is point L. Again, starting from the origin and moving 6 units to the left since it is negative, then 3 units upward since the y value is positive. Then we have it, point L with the coordinates negative 6, positive 3. Then next point is, we have point Y. So starting from the origin, then moving 9 units to the left, then 8 units downward, and that is point Y with the coordinates negative 9, negative 8. Now, so what if the x or the y value consists of a fraction? So let's try point S. Point S with the x value positive 4, so moving from the origin, moving 4 units to the right. Then, since the y value is 3 1/2, so we will move 3 units and a half upward. Meaning, hahatiin natin yung unit between 3 and 4. At doon natin ilalagay yung point. So, nasa pagitan ng 3 and 4 on the y value. And that is our point S with the coordinates 4, 3 1/2. And there you have it, guys. Hope you learned a lot from our discussion. Now, it's your turn. Kopyahin ang mga given o kaya take a shot or a screenshot, then gawin ang activity sa graphing paper. This is part 2, so determine the coordinates of a point and the quadrant where each establishment in the community is located. Mag-practice at magtiyaga para lalong maging magaling. Again, this is Teacher Dali na nagsasabing, practice makes perfect. Thanks for watching!